Hey, what's up guys? Brad with the Squared Away Everyday channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to fit your large or lifted truck or SUV inside of the garage. There's so many of us that put so much time and money into these vehicles and then we just park them outside because we can't fit the vehicle in there. And that is the equivalent of having a nice gun and putting it in a shitty holster, which we just simply cannot do. And this is on a bigger scale. So if you haven't had a chance yet, please go ahead and like the video if you dig it, sub to the channel, and let's take a look at it. All right guys, so it should really be no secret, the best way to get your vehicle in the garage if it's too tall is to cut the garage taller. Now, I can't tell you how many family members and friends told me, Brad, it's gonna be way too expensive. You're not gonna be able to cut up the garage. Don't even think about it. Brad, you can't cut up the garage. It's gonna fuck with the structural integrity of your home. I heard it forever and forever, 6 months, I heard this. And I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. And if I can't do it, fine. But if I can, that's gonna be awesome. So we will talk about that, the costs of it, the process that I took, the stages you're gonna take, and generally what to expect and what to look for. But first, if you have a rig that you're not just daily driving to work, you can go ahead and just try airing your tires down and backing into the garage and see if you can even fit. Or you can also, if you still have them, take your stock wheels and tires, put them on the rig and pull in. Now this only works if it's not your daily driver and if you don't camp in the wintertime or overland in the wintertime. If you are, this is gonna be a pain in the ass for you and you should save up the money to get the garage cut up, okay? Now for me, my situation looked like this. I have a 16 by 7 door and I have a 7 by 7 door. So I have 2 garage doors, 3 bays in total. I was focusing on my third bay, the 7 by 7 door, and all I wanted to do was just cut it up 1 foot, and the 1 foot was gonna be perfect for me in clearance and also the aesthetics of the house. I didn't want it to be so tall that now you couldn't see the siding in between the header and the trim, and it just looked kind of off. So I'm trying to get this happy medium here. And so that's what I was working with. So I was trying to put my 7 by 7 door and make that into an 8 by 7 door. So here's stage 1. Here's what you're gonna look at doing. You need to contact a garage door company, and what you're gonna need them to do is take out all your old stuff if you want them to. You could maybe do it yourself too. Take out all the old stuff, put in the new garage door and install the new garage door, and they're also gonna have to get the materials and everything and bring it to your house. It's gonna make it much easier on you. So here's what we need to do. They come to the house, make sure they're actually at the house. They look at the project and you say, hey, my vehicle's 7'3", I've got a 7 foot tall garage. What is the lowest we could do? And they're maybe gonna tell you a 7.5 foot door or an 8 foot tall door. Make sure you just get on the same page with that and make sure that you're cool with how tall that is actually gonna be, and make sure you ask them the actual dimensions of the opening when it's all framed up, because you're gonna need to tell the contractor this, okay? So that's stage 1. We get the garage door guy out. He looks at everything, make sure he can do it. You're on the same page in terms of the size door that you need. And then we need to make sure that the paneling, like me, I have 2 garage doors. Make sure the paneling is gonna match the original garage door of the smaller, 16 by 7, okay? Make sure, because otherwise it's gonna look all fucked up and it's gonna look really janky. So make sure that the paneling of the door that he's gonna provide you is going to match the other door. And if he can't, it might just be because he's not a distributor or a partner with the garage door company who made your original doors in the first place, and you might just have to get a different garage door guy or gal, okay? So we've got the door size figured out. We've got the paneling figured out. Now we need to make sure, because with COVID, it seems like everything is taking forever to get. So make sure that we can actually get the door in a reasonable amount of time or a time frame that you're comfortable with. Do they stock the door? How long is it going to take to get the door if you have to order it? So on and so forth, because we're going to need to coordinate this with the contractor. So stage 1, done. We've done that. Now we have the contractor come out. And this is very, very important. You're having somebody cut up and work on your house, probably the most expensive thing you own. Make sure you actually, bid this project out. Unless the first guy that comes out you think is just a rock star, bid the project out. Now for me, I had a contractor help me do it that I was doing demo for him when I was like 14, 15, 16 years old. And I've known the guy forever and he's a family friend now. But I didn't just use him because I knew him. Don't do that. Make sure that you use somebody that you know is going to be meticulous, that they are skilled in their craft, and that they're actually going to do this in a manner that is respectful to your home, okay? So that's very important. I didn't just use this guy because I knew him. I didn't just take the easy way, okay? So when we're talking about the contractor, we need to tell him the size that the garage door guy said they need framed. So when it's all said and done and when it's all framed, this is how big of an opening we need. And we need to also ask them, how long is this going to take? For a single door, this should take you 1 day's work. For a double door, it should take you 2 days' work. Maybe slightly over if you run into some complications, but it really shouldn't take much more than that. If they tell you it's going to take a week or 2 weeks, I would question their skills and ability to get the project done in a way that's going to please you as the homeowner, okay? So we've got the garage door person picked out. We've got the contractor picked out. Let's talk about pricing a little bit. So for me, for my single door in an 8x7, and this is the door, the track, the springs, a new motor, the new trim, like the weather seal trim for the garage door, to have them take out the old door, buy me the new door, so parts and labor, and then install that new door. It was $1,100, okay? I thought that was very reasonable. It'll probably cost you double if you're doing a double garage door, so like a 16x7. So $1,100 just for the garage door side of it. For the contractor, this should cost you on the low end, maybe $1,500, on the high end, up to $3,000 plus parts, okay? So the labor, $1,500 to $3,000, and then maybe it's gonna cost you another, $200 for like the jams and stuff like that. So for me, it didn't cost quite that much because I know the guy, but I did end up paying him more than he asked because he's an awesome dude. But anyway, $1,500 to $3,000 for the contractor, $1,100 for the garage, and then you can expect to pay for the caulking and the paint, maybe around $150 or so for a single door, maybe around $200, $250 for a double door for paint and caulking and all that kind of stuff, okay? So that's what we're looking at. Now, stage 3 is we need to get those two guys linked up. The ideal way to do this is gonna look like this. We have the garage door company come in early in the morning and take out your old garage door, the old track, the old motor, all that shit. Sell it if you want to, or just have them take it off, whatever you want to do. And then, or have them take the garage door away and do whatever they want to do with it. And then right behind them, have the contractor come in and he's going to, and we're just going to start right there. Boom, we should be done by like 5, 6 o'clock that night. And stage 3 is in that first day, we had the garage door taken off. We had the new hole cut for the garage, trimmed, frame, everything, all that's done. And then the second day is going to be the new garage door being installed by the garage door company and you getting your ass out there and just caulking the shit out of anywhere where material meets. So anywhere where material is meeting itself, you're gonna get a paintable silicone and you're gonna just caulk the shit out of everything, make sure it's as smooth as possible, and then get your trim paint and your garage door paint and paint everything up. Now, ideally, that first day, when they come to take your garage door out, if you can actually have them bring the door that's gonna be installed the following day, you can paint it up that night and it's way easier. That's what I did. You don't have to fuck with like the trim and everything getting in your way. It's way easier. So you can just paint the door and the little trim pieces that night. And that's pretty much it. So it should take you 2 days. We got the first day, taking the garage door out, cutting the new hole. The second day, putting the new garage door in, and then doing caulk and paint. And that's it. It should take you 2 days and you're done. It's probably gonna cost you on the low end, all in, maybe $2,750 up to like $4,000-ish, and that's totally worth it. Go ahead and forego putting the bumpers on your rig this year or the new winch or whatever you're planning on doing, and put that money into the garage so that you can actually park that expensive vehicle in the garage that you put so much time and money into, okay? If this video helped you at all, please go ahead and give me a like, give me a sub, and we'll see you in the next one.